Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to my channel. My name is Davanusan and you guys are Davanusan. So as always, welcome. It's raining in Dhaka, Bangladesh for a long time right now. And a few days ago, at outside evening time, around 7 p.m. or night, early night or evening, there was raining so much, and I have my fantasies in my life. There's something I have like those kind of goals that I want to do something before I die. So one of the bucket list before I die was to skate during super raining. Although I knew skateboard gets waterlogged when you skate through rain, and it was raining a lot. But you know what? I love one-time life experience, and I was ready to risk my skateboard. But the thing is, I really didn't thought it would be waterlogged this much. Like now my skateboard is completely fucked. See my skateboard. It's waterlogged. It seems fine, but you don't really know waterlogged. See, I'm gonna see what we see. Okay, yourself. What my skateboard is now. If you ever have ridden a skateboard, you know how far it goes. What? Yeah. See? Exactly. So it's my skateboard is pretty much fucked, you know. Uh, See, it doesn't go far and it suddenly stops. So it to a non-skater it may seem fine, but it's not really fine, you know. It's fucked. My skateboard is waterlogged, but to be honest, I don't regret it at all. I had so much fun, to be honest, that day skating on the rain. I always wanted to do it. This is like one lifetime experience, like that I would remember for my rest of the life. Right, life. Skating through full rain, like crazy, you know. It was so fun, to be honest. That day was so fun. It was raining so much. And I was obviously showering through the pipe water. It was such a great evening. It was a great evening. And yeah, my skateboard is waterlogged. I'm fucked. It's expensive skateboard, you know. But what can we do, brother? What can we do? Anyways, how are you all doing? So why I'm in the terrace? I'm in the terrace because I can't watch YouTube anymore because it's fucked. You're like, okay, what's fucked? My internet is fucked. Internet has gone again, and we don't really know when the internet is going to come again. So it's completely fucked. It's been raining non-stop throughout these days, and we don't know when the rain is gonna stop. But we can just hope for the better, you know. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm fucking bored. There's no internet. There's nowhere to go. I don't know. I want to travel. I want to world. Fucking internet. Like fuck this country. Fuck this country's government. You know they take the internet after a few days. It's so fucking annoying. Like internet was fine throughout these days, and now internet is fucked up again. That's why I'm terrorist. I don't have anything to do. I'm bored as shit. I'm fucking dead, and yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, yeah, it's all been fucked. I've been fucked in the ass. Internet sucks, and I don't know what to say. And I'm thinking to make another review about the Fifth Vital book. If you don't know what is the Fifth Vital is basically the book of Mike Malak, the YouTuber. It's basically the book is about his story of being a drug addict and then recovering from drug addict and being one of the biggest YouTubers in America. I have read the audiobook. I've listened to the audiobook of that full audiobook, and I actually rate very high. It's a very interesting book. It's a very, I would say 18. The most funny thing is I've already made a video review about it in my channel. I would say 1.5 or 2 years ago. It is one of my first video on this channel. So I think probably my first video on this channel, the fifth Bible review. It's a great it's a great book. It's a book about Mike Malek. He recovers from being a drug addict to now a fucking social media phenom. It's a great book. I will probably listen to the audiobook again. And it's not for kids, by the way. It's very 18 plus. Like, stories are very explicit on that book, and a lot of stories are definitely not for children. So be careful to show this to your children, because it's not a book for children. I'll just say that. At least you need to be a teenager to read this book. If you're not a teenager and want to read this book, then I don't think that's a great idea. Um, what can I say? It's a day of my life. I heard early in the morning and I heard in the night. I don't know what to say. I just came in the terrace. I just came in the terrace to kind of do something because there's nothing else to do. And I'm fucking burned out. I don't even like to work out anymore. I'm tired of working out. I'm taking a rest. So all have been fine. I'm thinking what videos can I make, and obviously my videos are raw as fuck. There's literally no like script on my videos. I just turn on the recorder and just talk about things I like, and that actually makes me smarter to just talk things. That makes me able to do speech better. uh, it's as raw as it gets. It's not very edited. I actually make my videos similar to like Penguin Zero, but the difference between him and me is he's a keyboard warrior, hypocrite scumbag, and I'm not a keyboard warrior or a hypocrite or a scumbag. So yeah, I mean, he's a piece of shit. So like, Penguin Zero is the biggest keyboard warrior in the world, and I think everybody knows that. Everybody knows what he is now, and everybody is fucking tired of his keyboard warrior stuff. So yeah, it's all bullshit. His whole stigma, his whole career, his whole objective, the whole thing he stands for, it's completely bullshit. He's just a keyboard warrior. And yeah, let's review Jake Paul's opponent. Jake Paul just knocked out Mike Perry July 20th last month. And yeah, internet has gone, so it's fucking pissing me off. So let's do that. And now in November 15, I think he's gonna fight Mike Tyson, the Iron Mike. We already know my prediction is Jake Paul is gonna knock out Iron Mike Tyson at the first round. A lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, you're delusional. It's Iron Mike Tyson. Jake Paul's a YouTuber." No, Jake Paul is not a YouTuber. At this point, Jake Paul is a fucking seasoned pro boxer. Jake Paul is not a YouTuber currently. And with Iron Mike Tyson is like 58 years old. He's not the Mike Tyson he used to be at 25 years old. He's not in his prime, and Jake Paul is a killer, and I don't think he can take much punch at this age. I don't think Iron Mike Tyson can take much punch at this age, but we'll see. We'll see. My prediction is Jake Paul's gonna knock Iron Mike Tyson out of the first round. And imagine imagine in November 15th, the highlight. Jake Paul knocks out Mike Tyson at the first round, and it's trending on Twitter. Definitely will be trending on Twitter. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be one of my most surreal moments as Jake Paul fan. It's going to be nuts. But yeah, let's rate Jake Paul's opponent, I guess. First, we have Jake Paul's first amateur fight opponent. First and only amateur match against Desi Olatunji. He's the younger brother of the YouTuber KSI. It was Jake Paul's amateur debut, and it was also Jake Paul's opponent Deji's amateur debut. Deji was pretty trash. He doesn't know how to box. His stamina is trash. He is a trash boxer. So I think he's horrible. And Jake Paul, although credits to Jake Paul because Jake Paul made Deji look like Deji doesn't even know how to box or Deji doesn't know about anything about boxing. So I would say that's a dub. Then we have Jake Paul's next opponent, which is Jake Paul's first professional debut, and another YouTuber named Anison Gibb. He's also professional debut, uh, and he's also very trash boxer at the time. He just do the crab stance, go up and down. Doesn't know how to throw a punch. It's a very bad boxer. Doesn't know basics of boxing. Very trash. And although Jake Paul fucking had a great performance, Jake Paul had one of his best performance on that fight. Knocked him out at the first round, knocked him down 3 times, and the fight happened in Florida. And Florida's rules is, state commission rules is, if a opponent or if a person gets knocked down more than 3 times, the fight would be called out by automatically. So Jake Paul knocked down Gabe 3 times, and so the fight was automatically called off uh, because of obvious reasons. And yeah, I mean, Gabe is trash. Then Jake Paul fights Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson is a basketball player. He's one of the greatest basketball players. He's a real athlete. So at that time, it was a stigma that Jake Paul can beat YouTubers, but Jake Paul can't beat athletes. And at the Jake Paul's second professional bout, Jake Paul knocked out Nate Robinson in the second round, knocked him down 2 times in the first round, knocked him out in the second round, vicious KO, embarrassed him. And then the stigma was Jake Paul can beat a YouTuber, Jake Paul can beat an athlete, Jake Paul can't beat a real fighter. Then Jake Paul fights Ben Askren on his third professional debut. Uh, Ben Askren is a real fighter. He's a UFC fighter and an Olympic wrestler. And Jake Paul knocks him out. Phenomenal performance in the first round. And then the stigma was so Jake Paul can beat a YouTuber, Jake Paul can beat a athlete, Jake Paul can beat a UFC fighter, but Jake Paul can't beat a UFC champion. Then Jake Paul fights Tyron Woodley, and he beats Tyron Woodley by a unanimous decision. Wins 6 or 7 of the 8 rounds, and Tyron wins 1 or 2, and win in a very good fashion. Very nice performance. And then the stigma was Jake Paul can beat an athlete, Jake Paul can beat a YouTuber, Jake Paul can beat a UFC fighter, Jake Paul can beat a UFC champion, but Jake Paul can beat a real fighter, real boxer. Then Jake Paul fights good old Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury? I'm a Tommy Fury. Then Tommy Fury pulls out and Jake Paul fights Tyron Woodley again and knocks him out. And then 2022, at July, Jake Paul was going to fight Tommy Fury again in Madison Square Garden, but Tommy Fury pulls out again, saying that he can't access America. The fight was happening in Madison Square Garden, New York. So he can't get into America, and the fight was cancelled. Tommy Fury pulled out for the second time. First time he pulled out for rib injury, and second time he pulled out because he can't enter the country of America. And then when Tommy Fury pulled out in August, then Jake Paul replaced Tommy Fury with his another boxer would he have beef with, Hasim Rahman Jr. So he's basically the son of a world champion, Hasim Rahman, and he's a very average boxer, I would say, and that's a very compliment to him. He's a very average boxer, not bad, not good. And Jake Paul has already beaten him in sparring way before, years ago, when Jake Paul wasn't good. He's a big guy, he's a heavyweight, and Jake Paul was a cruiserweight, and he cut from heavyweight to cruiserweight. Yeah. And so that was the first time in Jake Paul's career Jake Paul was fighting someone naturally bigger than him. And Yeah, and it was a trash talk. Sparring got leaked. Hasim Rahman got his ass beaten sparring, and then Hasim Rahman didn't made the weight, so the fight was cancelled again. Then the fight was cancelled, and then October 2022, Jake Paul was finally fighting the OG Anderson Spider Silva. Anderson Spider Silva, Jake Paul knocked him out. Anderson Spider Silva, great guy, great boxing. Anderson Silva's skills are insane. Anybody who's saying that Anderson, what's going on? Anybody who says Anderson Silva is not a real fighter, not a real boxer, should know that Anderson Silva beat Julio Chavez Jr., who was a boxing world champion. So Anderson Silva is a real boxer and a great boxer. The next year, 2023, at February 26th, finally for the third time, Jake Paul versus Tom Fury fight also happened again. And at this time, it happened finally. And well, the fight day comes, and Jake Paul unfortunately has his one of the most horrible performance of all time. This was by far Jake Paul's worst performance. Jake Paul was so sluggish at the fight, and he lost by split decision to Tom Fury. Tom Fury, who looked very decent, beat Jake Paul. And it was fine. And then Jake Paul was fighting UFC's baddest man, UFC's baddest gangster, Nate Diaz. And Jake Paul embarrassed Nate Diaz at the fight in August 5th, knocked him down out of the canvas. It was the first time Jake Paul won 10 rounds, and Jake Paul won every one of those rounds of the 10 rounds, won by unanimous decision. Nate Diaz is a zombie, so Jake Paul couldn't knock him out. So yeah, and I think some people were saying Jake Paul can knock out a skinny guy like Nate Diaz in 10 rounds, so Jake Paul doesn't have knockout power. Bitch, do you think you can knock out Nate Diaz? Nate Diaz is a zombie. Nobody can knock Nate Diaz out. You think you can knock out Nate Diaz with fucking keyboard warrior? Fuck off. Then Jake Paul fights Andre August, a real pro boxer, 3-time Golden Gloves champion, uh, 10-1 boxer, and knocks him out at the first round by phenomenal performance, phenomenal uppercut set up by a jab. So it was all phenomenal, just all fucking good. And yeah, then this year, March, Jake Paul fights another seasoned pro boxer, 17-2 record, Ryan Bourland. Jake Paul knocks Ryan Bourland out at the first round. Phenomenal performance, and it's a great win. Knocked him out easily. And then Jake Paul's recent fight, Jake Paul versus Mike Perry. Mike knocks out Mike Perry in the 6th round. Had a very dominant performance, won every round. Great jab, great right hand, great uppercut, great left hook. Everything was top notch. The pressure was insane. And yeah, here we are. Jake Paul's gonna fight Mike Tyson in this year November, and we are very hyped for that. See, that's the whole Jake Paul's career. Hope you like my analogy. So as always, thanks for watching this video. Watch my old videos, watch my new videos. I make cool videos like this. What is good? Birds screaming. So yeah, someone's screaming. So yeah, how do you like my analogy? Thanks for watching this video. Watch my old videos. My name is Amit. Cool videos like this. Thanks for watching. Bye.